If you would like to take pictures, videos, you're very welcome. Well, that's all from me. I'm going to hand over now. We're going to start the ceremony, so I'm going to hand over now to our senior officers of the University of Liverpool. Thank you, everyone.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to your graduation ceremony. It's really wonderful to welcome you here in person at long last. Thank you for your patience and your additional patience today. I'd like to say, first of all, what a tremendous privilege and pleasure it is to be with you here today as we celebrate this important milestone in your lives, together with your fellow students and lecturers, your families, and all those others who've supported you on your journey to graduating from the University of Liverpool. I'm Professor Matthew Bayless, the Executive Dean of the Institute of Infection, Veterinary and Ecological Sciences, and also the Director of Liverpool's Pandemic Institute. I was once in a position similar to the one you're in today, not as a student at this university, but as a student graduating with a BA in zoology from the University of Oxford in 1985, and then again with a PhD in ecology, or DPhil as they're called there, in 1989. I thought I had a tough time. As an undergraduate, all of the learning at Oxford was crammed into 3 terms of 8 weeks, leaving only 28 weeks holiday per year. The finals at the end were genuinely scary. Dressed in gowns and mortarboards like this, we had to wait in the street until 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. precisely each day until the doors opened and we could enter the examination building to find our room and our seats and the times taken from our 3-hour exam. My PhD involved extensive travel around the world several times, and I became an expert, something that continues to this day, in finding and using the absolute cheapest tickets I can find. I even did an entire round-the-world trip for free. I knowingly bought tickets on an airline that was rumoured or expected to go bust. It duly did. I was carried by other airlines, and no one ever charged me for the flights. It was only because of that luck that I had the resources to complete my PhD. But it was not all plain sailing though. I was almost killed during ethnic violence on an island in the Pacific, and in Australia I managed to destroy an entire lorry that was delivering water to my house on a mountainside. These were all important life lessons for me. But as proud as I remain of those achievements, I was not a member of a cohort which faced the enormous challenges of the last 2 years, of being a university student during a global pandemic of a respiratory disease. And I'll say more on this in a minute. Your graduation ceremony is a day to celebrate and to reflect. And if my memory serves me correctly, it's also a day of very mixed emotions. I remember feeling both relieved and proud to have completed my studies, but sad that a chapter of my life at university was coming to an end and I would not be together with my friends in the same way again. Like you, I was probably also both excited and nervous about the future and what it had in store for me. You, of course, have been students at a time like no other in history. Students in universities all over this country, and indeed all across the world, have been hit hard by the disruption to their education that the COVID-19 pandemic has brought. For most of you, your time with us was very different to what you had imagined and expected, although I hope and it was still rewarding. The pandemic affected all aspects of the university. You should be proud of what this university achieved, advising the government by participation in SAGE, defining the clinical syndrome that we call COVID-19, providing the first samples for the development of the AstraZeneca vaccine, leading globally on the trialling of lateral flow devices to be used in the community, and leading nationally on holding large-scale events so that the economy could reopen. There were also some truly terrifying moments. Our vet school sits in my institute, and at one point early in the pandemic, we had to begin to consider our animal hospitals turning into human hospitals and our vets becoming doctors. Fortunately, that never materialised. Of course, we also had to change our teaching arrangements almost overnight, just as you had to change your ways of learning. I was lucky that I was already using Zoom for an international project, but for many of our less tech-savvy staff, it was a real challenge. But let me be clear, your experience and well-being are always at the forefront of our decision-making, as you've seen this morning. But this was especially true over the course of the pandemic. We had to carefully consider and balance so many decisions around your teaching arrangements and your and our safety on campus. The pandemic brought so many changes for our students. Remote learning, online lectures, doing research projects from home, working out where to stand in a lab to keep social distance, learning how to wear a face mask without fogging up lab goggles. I'm sure we all remember new ways, finding new ways to work, and also surprising ourselves that we could work and perhaps thrive under these unusual conditions. I know it was not easy for you. I know you've had long days, sleepless nights, sometimes related to work, and difficult times, exacerbated by these unique circumstances. COVID-19 has devastated and divided people and continues to do so, but it has shown the best of human spirit as well. Your achievements are all the greater because of the difficulties you faced and that you overcame. One thing is certain, every single one of you here today has shown remarkable spirit and dedication. You've continued your learning through all of this, persevering with commitment, resilience and flexibility. You didn't do it alone, though no doubt there have been many lonely and even scary times for you. You did it supporting one another and being supported also by your lecturers and tutors here at the university, and of course by your families and friends. And we in the university, and here I speak for the whole university, are immensely proud of the manner in which you demonstrated courage, adaptability, perseverance, and a real commitment to your studies. We're inspired by you and by what you have achieved. Today is all about you, your achievements and your personal successes here at the University of Liverpool. But it's also a day to look forward to the future and to feel excited about your aspirations and your career or your future study plans. One thing the pandemic has shown us is that we never know what the future holds, but that advances in science will be essential to help us deal with that future. Indeed, just as I feel proud and deeply honoured to be here today, celebrating your achievements, so I also feel a sense of relief, knowing that your studies and research are so relevant to the real-world challenges we are facing now and will continue to face in the future. And whilst we cannot know exactly what the future holds, I do know that the skills and knowledge that you've honed and developed during your time here with us will play a part in shaping that future. Your studies at the University of Liverpool will also have seen you benefit from many first-class facilities, which have ensured your studies have been fully supported by the very best in teaching and research equipment, and helped your lecturers train you to become practical and resilient in your chosen career, with the skills and qualities required for the 21st century. Your future professional career will probably, hopefully, be challenging, but also fast-paced, varied and interesting. Your education here means you should always be in demand, and the skills you've gained will be transferable and an invaluable foundation as you shape your career and future professional decisions. In your future careers, you'll see new problems come and hopefully go, and there'll be new opportunities for you to have impact in what you do. This coming and going is something I lecture undergraduates on. In fact, I may have lectured some of you on in terms of infectious disease. None of the diseases written about by Shakespeare are ones that we worry about today. A plague on both your houses, for example. It was when I was an undergraduate that we first began to hear of HIV/AIDS, which after years or decades as a fatal diagnosis has now become, if not cured, then manageable and compatible with a normal life expectancy. When I graduated, only a third of women diagnosed with breast cancer survived 5 years. Now 3/4 survive 10 years or more. And there are many other examples. These advances in science have changed the outlook of people for the better. And so COVID-19 will also one day pass into memory. What will change during your careers? New mobile technologies, artificial intelligence, easier access to ever more information, our lives being run by algorithms, all of those, but who knows in quite what ways. Back in the early 1990s, in the very early days of the internet, I remember hearing it described as being like having access to 1 million books, all written by Barbara Cartland. But I think we can agree that the internet, which is only about half my age, is now a fully integrated and essential part of our lives. But some things won't change for you. I'll flag up 3. First, the need to be a lifelong learner for the rest of your career. Commit yourselves to always being curious, to asking questions, and to always striving to do things better. Of course, just as you should always be a learner, you should also always be a teacher. Pass on your skills and experiences to your colleagues and to the next generations of students. The second is the need to never compromise on your core values, your own integrity and honesty, or your willingness to go the extra mile. These are qualities that you've already displayed in abundance and will stand you in good stead for the rest of your careers. And the third is to strive to work in areas that really matter. That what you are doing is important. It's a great thought to get you out of bed in the morning, or in some of your cases, the afternoon. Always enjoy your work and your career and be proud in what you do. So let's celebrate together today. Let's start by thanking your family and friends who got you here. The pandemic has helped us appreciate our loved ones and the experiences and memories that we make together. So make sure you take a moment to celebrate the role that your loved ones, I hope some of them as your guests here today, have played in your success. Thank them for their support and personal sacrifice. For family and friends, today is a day of celebration for you and of you too. Let's also thank your lecturers and teachers who have provided you with the training and support to become practical, innovative and resilient in your chosen career, with the skills and qualities required to be successful in today's and tomorrow's demanding world. As a student, it's probably hard to appreciate the huge amount of work and care that goes into the development of and delivery of teaching materials. As an example, only 2 days ago, Wednesday, I was lecturing to a group of 100 vet students on mathematical modelling of infectious disease, a subject that I have expertise in and that I'm passionate about. As I was lecturing, I looked up at the students and I thought to myself, please wake up. We hope that today is a day to enjoy a return to this truly great city, and for you and your guests to receive a warm welcome from this university. We hope that the city of Liverpool will always feel like home whenever you return, or you may have chosen to stay here and make the city your home, as I have done. Whatever your relationship with the city of Liverpool, we hope that it is a place where you have made friends and memories which will last you a lifetime. Our Victoria building the one with the clock tower, which you'll have seen many times as you wander around the campus, is now a beautiful and iconic gallery and museum, which serves as our most recognisable backdrop in many social media posts, and probably in many of your graduation photos today. As a student here, you will have walked past a plaque fixed to that Victoria building, perhaps every day, and maybe you haven't noticed it. And it reads, "For the advancement of learning and ennoblement of life." This is the foundation on which this university was built, and it is a motto that continues to guide us in all that we do. Our aim is to inspire, engage, and enable every single student to fulfil their potential by raising their awareness, challenging barriers, and providing opportunities. You have advanced your learning, and you have and will continue to ennoble life. You've been stretched to think beyond the textbook, lecture theatre and laboratory, and you've been encouraged to apply that knowledge to the world around you. Your University of Liverpool education has enabled you to realise just how far you can go and provided you with the skills you need to get there. Our university has a long, successful history of graduating inspiring students who go on to achieve great things. You now join that community of talented graduates who we call our alumni. Alumni are a fundamentally important part of our University of Liverpool family, which supports our students in many ways. Some of you may have personally experienced this while studying here, from alumni delivering lectures and workshops, offering work placements, or mentoring. We hope that, like so many of our past students, you will stay in touch with us and support our future students and broaden their horizons through your own experiences and opportunities that you can provide. Because it is through you that our university is known. You are our greatest ambassadors, and through your achievements and your careers, you will also become role models and an important source of inspiration for future generations of graduates. Despite the challenges, I hope that you will also remember many happy and joyful moments during your time at the University of Liverpool. Never forget how important you are to us. You are the beating heart of our institution. Without you, the university would be nothing but classrooms, laboratories and lecture halls, and even just red bricks. But when we work together, the university is a place where discoveries are made, ideas are formed, friendships are forged, and lives are changed forever. It's when we work together as staff and students that education is truly transformational. We thank you for all you have done in your time here, and we all wish you good luck and success in the future. Thank you. I now invite Professor Suzanne Volkel, Deputy Dean of the School of Life Sciences, to present graduates from our class of 2021.
Professor, it gives me tremendous pleasure to present to you the following graduates from the class of 2021. Susanna Grace Ford. Bobby Ann Turner. Catherine Bramham Cochran. Sarah Atta Al-Kubayizi. Joseph Pierce Gary Rees. Jade Alania Warren. Madeline Bennett. Ottilia Webb. Thomas Wagstaff. Eleanor Grace Dixon. Hannah Elizabeth Coughlin. Samantha Kelser. Stephanie Chan. Maya Carswell. Irene Louise Burke. Sarah Jane Chipchak. Ellen Boswell. Jessica Lysett. Molly Ann Hanley. Anya Christian Badlis. Lorna Melville. Ting Wang. Liam Jeremy Peters. Malgorzata Rosa Piasecka. Amber Jade Cutliff. Rebecca Annika Safari. Attica Books. Kinjal Anil Naik. Danielle Poppy Mekoff. Helen Catherine Hayworth. Benjamin Ryan Tollett. James Dodd. Alana Caraga. Aoife Quinn. Jack Tudor. Owen William McGreevy. Sarah Jane Jones. Adam Odscourt. Paul Swift. Angela Suzu Kuka. Isabel Aronri Gallia Bird. Alexandra Kate Gilmore. Atia Noor. Christine Oluwatumizin Oluokum. Jasmine Louise Milnes. Elizabeth Y. Chan. Ellie McFarland. Connie Jo Joyce. James Ben Mullin. Henry Joseph Beanland. Sandesh Chongwang Limbu. Jack Hon Changzu. Emma Cooney. Anna Lucy Sorwell. Jack Young. Kathy Ray Pollock. Ellie McWiggin. Grace Frances Dawson. Jemima Jane Clark. Jodie Simpson. Hope Elizabeth Diaz. Emma Rylance. Erin Joanne Murphy. Yijing Yang. Ishan Peng. Caitlin Duncan. Lucy Megan Bostike. Georgina Andrews. Maisie Ashworth. Isha Bashir. Sophie Jane Curry. Joshua Menadu. Violet India Simpson. Emily Shannon Boswell. Ellen Jean Neve Charlotte Cripps. Catherine Grace Ramsey. Catherine Amy Dial. Laurie Owen. Neve Mary McHugh. Emma Ramsey. Chloe Marie Walton. Zain Zaid. Callum Bashir. Sophie Flora Hill. Victoria Millicent Horler. Ellie Anna Farrell. Phoebe Mullin. Rosie Jane. Caris Ellen Hooks. Jasmine Mary Panna Lynch. Sophie Ellis. Amaya Hiroshi Fernando Mamala Baduge. Hannah Jane Meredith. Dua Fatima Navid. Kate Serena Tomaselli. Jessica Claire Pusi. Socha Siobhan Taylor. Rebecca Fleur Parker. Jasmine Carr. Jessica Beth Corcoran. Georgia Rose Mann. Hinako West. Sarina Bella McGuire. Lucy Hover. Harry Mulligan. Jemima Josephine Weston. Georgia Margaret Evans. Bethany Mallet. Gabriela Lucia Martin. India Charlotte Mills. Megan Elizabeth Knott. Thomas Staniforth. Sean Wallace Gray. Ravijit Singh Dior.
How can I lose?
I-Ching Chen. Ella Yousaf. Catherine Horton. Rebecca Brown. Charlotte Menzies. Luke Paul Mercer. Reese Davies. Sadie Francesca McRae. Catherine Alexandra Temple. Ellie Katrina Payne. Florence Kinivi. Anya Shine. Amy Steele. Daisy Clark. Jeanette Neve. Valerie Tuhakov. Reese Clark. Ella Morgan. Sean Alexandra Maria McCormack. Nina Jänig. Imogen Eve Lieborner. Katie Ann Quirk. Olivia Marie Roberts. Victoria Powis. James Oliver Nason. Drew Adam Nesbitt. Andy Jordan Diocese. obvious reason. Nadia Hassan. Caris Olivia Guest. Callum David Hoptrop. Andrew Sellen. Liam Thomas Pranaputera Halliday. Edward Cockbill. Katie Eliza Hope. Omar Bukassem. Fang Chi Fu. Professor, it gives me great pleasure to now present the university's Learning and Teaching and Student Experience Awards. These awards recognize, value and reward staff who have made an outstanding contribution to innovation in teaching and supporting learning. Our university has numerous examples of exceptionally talented and committed staff who work extremely hard to ensure that our students receive an excellent experience while at university. Teaching and learning at Liverpool is undertaken within a culture of research excellence, and these awards reflect the value we place on providing our students with a high-quality educational experience worthy of a leading Russell University. Our award winners being honored today are recognized for their innovative contribution to teaching under the most challenging circumstances. In March 2020, when COVID-19 pandemic began, staff were challenged to adapt teaching to encompass dynamic hybrid learning strategies that were responsive to a rapidly evolving landscape. For practical modules, this presented extensive logistical and educational barriers due to strict social distancing measures, while still meeting learning outcomes that traditionally apply a hands-on approach. Our first winners today developed innovative hybrid and online learning approaches for life sciences flagship, practical human physiology and techniques in cell biology modules. As part of this approach, the team filmed more than 40 hours of practical demonstrations and behind-the-scenes content, as well as generating an extensive portfolio of data for each practical. To integrate the needs of students unable to attend face-to-face sessions, the team used their knowledge as senior academic advisors and departmental disability coordinators to develop a truly inclusive learning platform. This is evidenced by the superb feedback from a diverse cross-section of students for both modules. The team's work has gone on to provide a springboard to implement permanent changes in teaching best practice not only within the School of Life Sciences, but also through their dissemination to a wider traditional educational audience. Here today to collect the award from the School of Life Sciences is Dr. Sean Goodman, and Dr. Rachel Floyd. The third winner in the team is unfortunately could not be here. It was Terry Gleave. Our second winner today is recognized for their unique and innovative approach to designing the anatomy of the abdomen and pelvis module for second-year life sciences students. Students would normally work together in groups to carry out the systematic dissection of a person who has donated their body to science, but this just wasn't possible during the pandemic. In response, this person overhauled every single aspect of the module design and delivery, including thinking out of the box to create the innovative anatomy study box. all the materials and instructions required to build a low-tech 3D anatomical model, along with newly created hybrid learning materials, were packaged into a single box and sent to each student at the start of the module. Alongside other module changes, this creative thinking afforded students a high-quality, engaging and inclusive learning environment, which actually improved the overall student experience in spite of overwhelming pressure. These innovations will go on to improve the quality of anatomy teaching at Liverpool well in the future. From the Human Anatomy Resource Centre in the School of Life Sciences, Dr. Neil Thomas.
I would now like to invite Catherine Ramsey to join us on stage to reflect on the student experience.
Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, friends, family and fellow students, it's a pleasure to speak to you all this morning. When first asked, I was nervous about the idea of giving this speech. When debating whether or not to speak today, I thought back to the start of university and how daunted I was by the idea of public speaking. Even the small presentations we gave in our tutor groups in first year filled me with anxiety and stress. However, it was the realisation that I would never have even considered giving this speech 3 years ago that showed me how much I've grown and developed over my time here in Liverpool. It is easy to let our hard work and achievements in completing this degree pass us by without really acknowledging our success. Graduating after such a challenging and disrupted few years is an incredible accomplishment, of which we should all be proud, so I'd like to congratulate all my fellow graduates for doing so. Although it's important for us to recognise and take pride in all the hard work we've put in over the years, there has been so much more to our experience in Liverpool. When I look back at our time here, it's not the times of stress and anxiety during exam seasons or all-nighters in the Harold Cohen that we will remember. I, like many of you, forgot the stress so quickly I signed up for a Masters, although I am certainly being reminded now. Instead, it is the relief of finally submitting the last exam, the weird practicals like being made to down a pint of sugar water and wee in a cup every 20 minutes, the friends that we've made, the nights out in Concert Square or the Champions League celebrations that we remember. It's more than just our studies that have led us here and truly made our university experience, and I hope that we can look back fondly and with pride at our time here, in a city that has been a great home to us and with people that will stay with us for many years to come. When applying to university and deciding where to study, Liverpool was my first and only option. It was the first open day I attended and the first university I visited when I still had no idea what I wanted to do or what it was like to live in a city. I instantly felt at home, and despite high rankings and interesting courses, no other university gave me that same feeling. Liverpool is a diverse, welcoming and friendly city in which I've always felt accepted. The university certainly isn't perfect, and we as students have faced a number of challenges, some university specific and others on a global scale. Our cohort, more than ever, has been pushed to be more independent and take control of our own learning. Despite all the disruption, the Department of Life Sciences and all its staff have gone above and beyond to support us over the past few years, despite the many challenges they themselves have had to deal with, particularly at the end of last year. I would like to thank the lecturers and researchers who have encouraged us to improve and succeed. Their passion and interest in the subject they teach has inspired and engaged us, enabling us to develop the knowledge and skills required to complete our degree and continue into the workplace. They care about us and our success because they value the contribution that we will bring to the field and to the wider community. They can see our potential and the extent of our capabilities, and I hope that sitting here today, having graduated, we can all see the same potential and the same value we possess. The fact that we've all made it to this point shows that we are able to achieve the things we aim for. I also want to thank all the friends and family who've supported us, many of whom will be sitting in this room today. From course mates who have experienced and overcome the same challenges, to friends providing fun and light relief through the stress, To parents, partners and siblings who have believed in us and been there for us all the way through. Without them and each other, university would have been 10 times the challenge and none of the fun, so I'm incredibly grateful. We will all continue to face challenges as we follow different paths out into the real world, but I hope that we can all see we are more than capable of pushing through and achieving great things. I know it can feel strange to celebrate success. I myself often feel embarrassed to acknowledge achievement, let alone listen to a speech telling me how proud I should be. So I'll finish by saying this. Graduating is a huge achievement, that we shouldn't belittle the hard work we've put in to get here, and we should let ourselves be proud, even though it isn't always easy. Thank you again to the staff that have helped us. Well done to all my fellow graduates, and good luck for whatever the next step may be.
Thank you very much, Catherine, for those words, and it's great to hear from you how you have transitioned during your time at university and at this university to someone with the confidence to stand in front of hundreds of people and give such a great speech. So thank you very much. I'm just going to finish and not take any more time than I have to, because it's been a long morning and afternoon. Just to thank once again all of our graduates from this university for taking part in their graduation today, and all of the family and friends and supporters who have helped them to get to that point. Thank you very much for your participation today, and of course, thank you all for your immense patience and forbearance as we've dealt with some fairly tricky issues this morning. But I hope that it's still been the rewarding graduation experience that you hoped for. Thank you very much. I declare this congregation for the celebration of our graduates closed. Salva sit Universitas Nostra quod precantis consegamus.